Hello, hello, it's me and Dan.
Hi, Felicia.
That's Felicia. Felicia's not joining me tonight, even though she's sitting right here.
I'm gonna go away in 5 minutes.
She's gonna go away in 5 minutes. You can hear her. I don't know why I'm repeating you. Yeah, she's gonna go away in 5 minutes. She's gonna bug me for the next 5 minutes, though. But that's why we're not playing Lego Horizon Adventures. It's because she is not going to be available for most of the 10 to 12 period. So instead, I'm coming back to Atari 50. I last played this something like 6 months ago. It's been a while because I've since played a bunch of Zelda games since I last played this, right? But I wanted to come back to this because there were DLC. So we got through all this. You can see there's 100% there. Arcade Origins 100%, Birth of the Console 100%, Highs and Lows 100%, Dawn of PCs 100%, 1980s and Beyond 100%. But now we have the wider world of Atari and the first console war. And these are new. And as you see, those are both 0%. So we're going to go through these the same way we went through the other ones up here. Which is, we're going to watch every video, we're going to read every document, we're going to look at every piece of art, and we're going to play a little bit of every game. If I like it, we might be playing that game for a little while. If I don't like it, we might be done with that game after like 2-3 minutes, tops, right? So, here we go. The wider world of Atari. Atari's cultural impact grew beyond mere entertainment. The company ultimately inspired future generations to create and innovate. So what does this look like? So, the original influencer. From arcade innovation to console domination, Atari defined interactive entertainment for millions of people. Over the years, the company's legacy has been extended and preserved by programmers, players, and ardent fans who identify as both. So this is probably going to be the homebrew stuff, maybe? There has been a lot of homebrew Atari stuff. So, born in the arcade. Not only did Atari design and manufacture games in the 1970s, but the company also maintained machines at locations around...
Okay, bye.
Alright, she's going now. What was I? I was literally in the middle of a sentence. Thank you, Felicia. Not only did Atari design and manufacture games in the 1970s, but the company also maintained machines at locations around Northern California as an extra source of income. A steady stream of new coin-operated titles became essential to the young company's success. So here's a 2-minute video. The birth of Breakout. One of Atari's biggest successes was an even bigger surprise to Atari's lead engineer. Al Alcorn explains how Breakout came to be.
Breakout was really early against the ball and paddle game, right? And it was really an idea for Nolan to do that. I mean, he had a lot of ideas. And he was the guy that went around me and corralled Jobs into designing this, not knowing that Jobs wasn't an engineer and couldn't do that. And Jobs wasn't about to tell him, but his buddy was, who was just the sweetest, brightest savant. And I come in and Steve Jobs says, hey, look at this. And here is a finished game, Breakout, that was not under development. Understand, typical games took a few months to develop. It was like, got dropped in from outer space, finished game, working prototype. What? And Jobs says, yeah, he claimed he designed it. No, he didn't. Bullshit. And I found out later that because Woz was coming in at night, he's working at HP, and he liked HP, but Atari was a lot more fun. So I go in, and there's a finished game. I'm going, what the This is crazy. You heard the story. I'll tell you my version because I've seen some different numbers. But as I understand it, Nolan said he would give Jobs a bonus of $1,000 a chip for every chip less than 50 that he was able to do this with. Now, knowing that this had more objects and stuff than Pong did, and Pong was 76 chips, it's a pretty safe bet that Nolan's not going to have to pay a penny for this, right? Again, Woz is one of the most gifted, brilliant men engineering. Woz designs it with like 24 chips. Now, Nolan didn't say you had to be able to buy the chips. So some of the chips were chips out of Hewlett-Packard that you couldn't get. But there was the prototype of the working game. And you look at a schematic, and I couldn't understand how would this thing work.
That's pretty great. Just Wozniak being a fucking genius. Alright, so let's place... so visual storytelling. Arcade games with simple graphics often use the cabinet's marquee and side art to convey a story for the game. For Breakout, the image of a prisoner smashing their way through the logo suggested an exciting escape narrative that merely seeing a ball bouncing into bricks could not. And there's the, there it is. That's pretty nice. I do like that. Now, obviously, Breakout, actually, we did play this before, because Breakout, I believe, was one of the hidden games, if I remember correctly. Alright. Destroyer. In Mike Albaugh's naval action game, Destroyer, players use a dial to adjust a horizontal depth line, then attempt to drop charges on the undersea targets. The similar but simpler Canyon Bomber with no ship speed or depth control would appear in arcades the same month. So we can play this. We'll play this in a second. But we're going to look at this first. The colorful promotion. Both the English and German promotional flyers for Destroyer feature bright colors in contrast to the actual game's monochrome graphics. There you go. This is, excuse me. This is the flyers, the promo flyers in German. U-Boot mit Destroyer auf U-Boot Jagd. I took a semester of German, in case you couldn't tell. Alright, let's play some Destroyer. Yep. You're gonna okay. Ooh, I got one. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, I got that one accidentally. Boom, motherfucker. Damn. I got them both. Haha. Oh, that was too fast. This is fun. Too fast. Dang. One of those will get him. Oh! Oh, because they don't explode. They explode at the depth. Oops. There we go. Nice. Ooh, barely. Oh, I missed that one. Some of these are very speedy. I guess that's the point. You get the... At least you can't run out of... You can't run out of charges. There's no limit to how many charges you can throw. Ah! Too fast. Yeah, I got extended play. Another 32 seconds. Or 30 seconds even. Maybe I had 2 seconds to go. Oh, why didn't that one work? So close. Too fast. That's it. Score 2650. Not bad. Alright, we're done. How do I escape? Hey, Kurumi! Ah, there it is. Quit. Alright, so that was Destroyer. Next, Superbug. Before creating Fire Truck, Wendy Allen made the single-player driving game Superbug. While graphics were shown on a monochrome monitor, translucent film overlays made the car appear yellow and the score appear green. Marquee Bob Flemett, I apologize, illustrated the VW Beetle for the Superbug Marquee, based on a design concept by Evelyn Seto. Daring and fast, the English flyer for Superbug promises super thrills, while the German flyer pitches the game to daring men and fast ladies, which is awesome. Der tolle Renner für waghalsige Männer, schnelle Damen und rechnende Aufsteller. Alright, let's play some Superbug. Alright. Oof. Here we go. Okay. Go. How do I go? How do I go? Oh, okay. Ah, I crashed. Dang. I am not going to do well. Oh, that's a car. Whoa. Ah! Oh, oh. Ah, sand! You motherfucker. Sand out of nowhere. Well, I've never really liked racing games. Oop. Whoa! Ah. I think that was it. I got a score of 80. Bonus for 160. No, thank you. Alright. So that was Superbug. Skydiver. Skydiver players attempted to land safely in the drop zone for big points. For extra novelty. Hey, Logan! I have played Atari today. Hello, Retin. This is what I'm playing, Logan. I'm playing the DLC. Skydiver players attempted to land safely in the drop zone for big points. For extra novelty, the cabinet's joystick was shaped like the handles of a parachute ripcord. A home version would appear months later. Flyer and postcard. Skydiver received a boost in awareness from a flyer as well as a postcard, which also advertises an unusual 2-in-1 cabinet, which would maximize floor space in crowded arcades. Skydiver. Oh, look at that. The 2-in-1. Behind and in front. Very cool. Oh, so this is the arcade version, and this is going to be the home version. Jim Huther says he started programming the home version of Skydiver before even learning about Owen Rubin's coin-op version. Perhaps great minds think alike? The resulting Skydiver, 2 words. The resulting Skydiver, instead of the arcade version's one count... what? The resulting Skydiver was 2 words instead of the arcade version's 1 compound word. Became an early VCS hit. Got it. Okay. So, this Skydiver is 2 words, but this Skydiver is 1 word. Got it. Alright. And here's the cover art. Greg Vance's original artwork for the box cover of Skydiver. It's very nice. Alright, so we'll play the 1-word Skydiver arcade version first. 3 misses per player. Extended play for over 3,000. Okay, so I have to land on... okay. I don't actually remember what said new games are, but I guess we'll see. I didn't play the home version. Ah. Alright, here we go. I did. Didn't I? I pressed start. Okay. Oh, way too far. Yep. How do I deploy the... There we go. Oh, wait. That wasn't me. I was black. I thought... Oh, deploy! How do I deploy the damn... Alright, hold on. We're gonna try this again. Because... I don't know what I did. I pressed start. Oh, how do I... I don't understand. Nothing makes the parachute come out. Oops. That one definitely doesn't. I don't understand. Do I have to press up, actually? Alright, let me try this again. Because I know how to make him jump. Okay, that's not it. We're gonna figure this out. Actually, I'm so dumb. The controls are right here. So X releases, and I can go left or right. Open pair. Oh, right down. I never would have figured that out. Okay. All right. Hold on. Too late, I think. I think I'm deploying too late. Alright, we're trying this one more time. Here we go. There we go. That way, that way, that way! Yeah, we made it. Okay. Oh, oh, no. Oh, no, too late. We made it. Okay, they don't have to be for high points. Oh. Yeah. Ooh, that way, that way, that way. No! Wind! You motherfucker. Wind! More like sky dying, am I right? Yeah. Alright. That was Skydiver. One word. On the arcade. Let's see the home version now. Oh, look at that. Alright. Is it going to be the same? Oh! Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, well, I missed that one. Oh. Ah! That one just died. Got it. This one goes much faster than the arcade version. Wait, why won't my... Alright, hold on. No, not that. Sorry. Controls. Release from plane, X. Open parachute. Oh, now it's... Okay, they changed it to the... Alright. Alright, reset. Let's try this again. What's happening? Okay. Wait, what? What are we doing? Ah! Okay. Okay. So I gotta wait until I'm much closer to the, because even though I survived... Oh. Damn you, wind. Hey, zombie! Why would you go... Oh, because of the wind. Ugh. Just that splat. LOL. Yay! We got points! Did that count? I don't think that counted. That got me points. Surely. Do I have to land with both legs on it? That seems mean. Atari. I feel like that should give me points. Did I win? This seems I'm not playing anymore. Alright, well. That wasn't as good as the... That wasn't as good as the... Oh, wait. Was there... Hold on. Oops. Oh, game variation. Ah. I'm fairly certain I was playing the normal size one. Alright. Doesn't matter. So yeah, I think I like the coin-op one more than the home version. What's with that filter? It has on the games. I kind of hate it. Yeah, the splat in this game is worth the price of admission. Avalanche. Avalanche players catch rocks that fall from the top of the screen. As speed increases, rocks become smaller and intentionally irritating. An intentionally irritating white noise becomes progressively louder to break the player's concentration. Larry Kaplan cited Avalanche as a direct inspiration for his Activision game Kaboom. Okay. Infinite play, almost. Avalanche's promotional flyers notes players can play Avalanche indefinitely as long as they don't miss. Alright. Oh, there's a home version as well. Launched as a mail order initiative in 1981, the Atari Program Exchange, look at that fancy-ass box, created an indie publishing avenue for amateur programmers, but sometimes pros too. Both the arcade and APX versions of Avalanche were programmed by Dennis Koval. After publishing hits like Caverns of Mars and Dandy, Atari discontinued APX in 1984, so it only lasted for 3 years. But that's pretty neat. Look at that. I really like this. I've never seen these in the wild, by the way. Yeah, I've never ever seen this box. To be honest, I don't think I've ever... No, that's not true. I take it back. I have seen some Atari games boxed. I mostly see them loose when I go to shops, but I have seen a couple of them boxed, and I've never seen this box. This is a very nice box. I just like the box. What pride flag is that? It's a, it's a pride flag. Alright, so we'll play that as well. APX software stacks up. Promoting both the depth and breadth of the 1983 APX library, this magazine ad touts APX creators as experts in the fields of not just games, but also telecommunications and personal productivity. Look at that. That's quite nice. Alright, so we will play the coined-out version first. So I need to... I assume I just go back... Okay, here we go. So I have to catch... Oop. Oh, fuck. I hear that white noise. Oh shit, they got smaller. Oh! I missed it. Oh, I get more. Okay, oh, I get one more miss. Okay, cool. They're definitely getting faster. Ah! Is that my last miss? Oh, I have 2 misses, it says. Okay, it's counting up. Okay, I don't know if that means... Ooh! Ah! They were both around the same time. Game over. Okay, you get 3 misses. We died. What? So this is like the second half of an Arkanoid. Combine it with Breakout and you have a fully fledged Arkanoid. Alright, let's play the home version. That was fun. I did enjoy that, actually. But I want to play the home version as well. Oh, there it is. And see what it looks like. Okay, so it looks worse, obviously. Alright. Ah! That was the slow one, Dan. Oh, it starts... It just fills everything up. Okay. Ah! Where's my... Wait! Why can't I move? That... What the hell happened there? I couldn't move. Okay, now I can move. That was weird. No! Jesus. Okay. Oh, this is player 2. That's why. There's no player 2. So, sorry, player 2. Alright. I might have better control if I just go, if I use the, instead of using the thumbstick, if I use the, it was player 2. if I use the all right, let me try this again though. Oops. Yeah, let me try it again. Okay. If I just use, yeah, I might have better control with the nope, I take it back. No! Why is there a player 2? I must. There was only the one mode. So I didn't have a choice in the matter. I guess this is a 2-player only game. Come on! You cannot be serious. Speeding up. Ugh. It's hard, man. Hey, Al. I only have 3 bars left for whatever reason. Ah! Oh, I thought I got that one. I think that was it. I think, and then here's just 2-player mode gonna... Hey, they got one. Alright. Alright. Moving on. So that was Avalanche. Next, Atari Football. While Atari suggested using joystick controls to keep costs down on football, mechanical engineer Jerry Lychak created a roller controller that was affordable enough to appease management. In a nod to real-world coaching diagrams, Atari Football represents players as simple X and O characters. Notable and quotable, Jerry Lychak found that trackballs and for air traffic control centers cost $350 to $800. Management said, well, it's too expensive, forget it, we'll use a joystick. So Jerry came up with the trackball that we know and love. It was still more expensive than the joystick, so there was still some griping. But my griping was, no, the game's not worth doing if you don't do it with a trackball. Mike Albaugh. Promotional flyer. Based on its X and O playbook aesthetic, the flyer for football calls the game a chalk talk that moves. I like the flat sort of thing. Like the only time I've seen cabinets like this are like Pac-Man, when it's like 2-player Pac-Man and what was the other one? Burger Time. I think I saw Burger Time like this as well. Oh, an Arkanoid. That was like Kaboom Zombie. In fact, the guy who made Kaboom said that Avalanche was a direct inspiration. Football. I can make me browser version of most of these games. Well, but you could also destroy the world at the same time. So, you know, 4-player flyer. Following the success of the 2-player cabinet, Atari released the accurately named Atari 4-player football. Not only doubling the players, but adding 5 additional plays, including kicking, as field goals were not an option in the previous game. Seemed kind of important. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play this, but let's give it a shot. Oops, wrong button. I meant, oh, can I play this? Yeah, I can. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, play game. Oh my god, that is a lot of... All right, well, here we go. Let me look at the controls. So left, it's the left stick. Roll trackball, stop trackball. Oh no. Okay. Select play pass. Start 2-player game. Game options. All right. I mean, I guess I am offense. Let's do down and out, I guess. I selected the play. What happened? I don't have a lot of... Oh, you have to play this 2-player, is it? Yeah, alright. You know what? I can't play this, unfortunately. Because it has to be 2 players. Alright. Vector Magic. Atari created just 13 games with vector graphics. 6 of them by 1980. Several have become iconic examples of Atari's coin-op era. Here, developers old and new discuss how vector games required a different perspective on both design and technology. Alright, here we go. This is a 4-minute video.
Vectors are amazing things, right? Like the fact that vector graphics were phenomenal, and they continue to hold up really well. So I think when we look at Tempest or Tempest 2000 or Tempest 4000, I feel like those games, of all of the games, those old games, have aged the best. Not Tempest specifically, but the vector-based games, and Tempest just being a really incredibly strong example of a vector-based game because it still looks beautiful.
Aesthetically, I just think Tempest is a timeless game. Asteroids is a
Hey,
timeless
Vector
game.
Sector is so good.
The old CRTs, the cathode ray tubes, had a beam that would go across the screen very fast, and it would draw the line. So you drew that always. So that was always being drawn, and you could turn on and off the beam, or beams if it's color, red, green, blue in color, and create an image. Vector doesn't do that. Vector, you actually draw the lines. So there is no raster going on. The beam isn't doing this down the screen. If you want to draw a red line that goes like that, you put the beam there and you push it across the screen to there. So you are actually doing an Etch-a-Sketch is the best way to think about it.
One of the interesting limitations and why it's so good for space games on Vector is if you don't draw something, the screen is black. It's not kind of sort of gray, it's black.
If the hardware stopped in a coin-op game, the last picture would stay there. If the hardware stops in the vector generator, it goes black because you have to draw it. You're drawing the beams. There's no raster. There's nothing automatic in that. And I like that as well. That meant I could draw something and I didn't have to worry about it again. If I wanted to move it, I just redrew it over here. Before, you have to erase it from that space and rewrite it over here. Nah, didn't like that. Too much work.
The limitation isn't how many dots you have, it's how many inches of light you have. And a lot of people really love that white on black.
Yeah, I really like Vector
And you can get
graphics.
these really fine details for the time. I mean, if you go back and look at it now, it's not as high res as you think it is, but the ships and the shots and the way it looked, and you could adjust the brightness on an individual item, that bright shot in Asteroids, for example, and that goes across the screen. There's nothing like that. It's just an amazing look, and I wanted to work on it.
We started with black and white. I worked a little bit on Battlezone when I worked on the simulator, which was after Battlezone came out, but if you remember Battlezone, it was green. Those weren't green lines, that was a green template that was over the top that made it green.
I got color when I did Space Duel, which I took over from another programmer who, for some reason, just kind of lost it and left the company and kind of evolved it from what he had started. I wanted more time to work on it, and another programmer was working on Asteroids Deluxe, and I was doing color asteroids. That's what I was doing with it. That's what Space Duel originally started as color asteroids. And they said, oh, we're not going to do that because Asteroids Deluxe just came out. So they gave the hardware and some of the code I did to Dave Toyer, and he did Tempest. And then some of that came back, and I did Space Duel. So you'll see things that are similar that cross through it.
So Vector Sector was born out of the idea of what if all of Atari's vector games existed in the same universe? And we went from there.
Vector
It was
Sector
great to
is my
talk to
favorite
Owen Rubin,
game
who created
on
Vector
this
Havoc,
collection.
Space Duel. And when he played Vector Sector, he got through the asteroids phase and he got to Lunar Lander and he was like, oh, you should do this with linked ships. And he didn't know that we'd done that. So that was like a thrill. Also, when we got to the end of the game, we played a linked dual multiplayer game. We got to the end and he was having a conversation with me. He glanced up and he saw that we had his initials in the high scores as a default high score. And he just threw out oh, thanks. Yeah, thought that was cool.
Yay, Vector Sector. Alright, Golden Asteroids. This Golden Asteroids cabinet marked the milestone of 50,000 asteroids machines manufactured. Another 6,000 would be produced before the end of its run. This special machine was playable in Atari's office lobby for several years and currently resides in the offices of Mortal Kombat developer NetherRealm Studios. That's cool. Nice. Not to be sold or moved. Oops. Nice. Hey, we can play Red Baron. The clean, minimalistic lines of vector monitors were well suited to games with a first-person perspective. Released shortly after the tank-based Battlezone, Red Baron places players inside a World War I biplane in a target-rich environment. Atari would return to a cockpit view in 1983 for a space shooter based on Star Wars. So we'll come and play this in a second. Skill Sense. Both the upright and cockpit flyers for Red Baron note its Skill Sense technology. If the average length of the most recent games exceeded the operator's target playtime, the game would automatically increase gameplay speed and difficulty. Interesting. So upright. So that's the cabin-based one where you sit down, and it's like you're an actual cockpit, and this one you stand. I've not seen too many of these cockpit ones. A couple here and there in arcades that I visited fairly recently, but they're a lot rarer than your regular stand-up ones. All right, let's play some Red Baron. Ooh, look at those guns. All right. Oh, nice. Okay. Very cool. This is fairly easy to control, which I like. Blimp! Uh-oh. Blimps are hard. They come at you fast. Tanks! I hit 300. Those mountains are very cool. Oh. Look at you trying to shoot me. Oh no! Ah! Oh, I got hit. Look at that, right in the face. Got him. I like these biplanes better than the than anything else. Behind me. Oh no, I got shot. Oh. This is very cool. I like this a lot, actually. I'm a big fan. Oh, that's hard to... Not bad. Hey, I can enter my initials. Okay. A. How do I move it? No. Go back. Oh, I guess it's just A. AA, I guess. That's me. AA. Asteroids, Babelites, and pizza. I wonder if they hacked the Golden Asteroids cabinet to have Mortal Kombat style fatalities. Alright. I really like this game. This is quite fun. Oh, look. You can make it glow more if you want. That's pretty cool. Oh, the background. That's pretty neat. And you can turn it off. I like that. That's pretty nice. Anyway. Alright. Okay. Another video. Divisions, Coin-Op, and Consumer. Atari was built on the strength of phenomenal arcade games, but the Atari VCS home console eventually led the company to even greater heights. Atari veterans from both sides of the success story explain how the Coin-Op and Consumer divisions ultimately work together. Alright, strap in. This is a 5-minute video. Let's go! Yeah, that's right. Alcoholics Anonymous got the high score.
Well, at the beginning, it was sort of forbidden to consort with the enemy.
First off, we had a vibrant coin-op business that was making money and keeping us in business, and consumer wasn't making anything. I didn't want to screw with that. I did not want to damage that.
There was a door that said, don't even think about entering here. And I was like, I work for this company. I opened the door and walked in. And Al turned around and goes, what are you doing in here? Who the hell are you? Why are you here? And so I said, well, I work for this company. What are you guys doing?
Oh, and found out I opened the door between the two places. What's this? And I'm going, what the hell are you doing? Anyway, we became friends.
I was one of the few people in Coin-Op that spent a lot of
I'm playing this on the PS... Oh.
Going back and forth.
I believe that Al Alcorn was sincerely concerned that Coin-Op would be a distraction on his group, which we're doing a very ambitious project on a very tight schedule.
Other companies like Bally all of a sudden took some of their engineers in coin-op, and first off, I didn't think these were the right kind of engineers to do consumer. It's a different cost accounting, a different culture. Number two, I didn't want to screw with coin-op success.
The arcade games were pretty much in one area, and the consumer people were in another area.
Engineering was upstairs for consumer products. We were downstairs, and I only knew a few of them, and it was because we water skied together.
There really was two separate companies, it felt like at the time.
I think
They
L's
had very
behind.
different development environment. There was no synergy between the two really, other than that we shared games.
I have been known to joke that the point of coin-op games is primarily selling players their own adrenaline. So you want an intense, fast-pitch game, and you'll blame yourself if it's over in 3 minutes, not the game. A person who pays 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks for a cartridge wants to milk that thing. So the games themselves are different.
Every machine is state of the art. It's all new, fresh, challenging stuff, and it's exciting, and it's real design.
Coin-op gets to use more expensive hardware. They get to use tons and tons of hardware, and they get to refresh their hardware all the time, right? So what's happening is the Atari 2600 chip, the 6502, is a chip you could make in 76. Now Moore's Law is cruising along, doubling computer power every 3 years, but we're using a chip from 76.
Oh,
And
there
Atari
it is.
just had to live with the old technology, but fortunately with programmers figuring out new ways to use it.
But for me, there was no rivalry. It was, they made games and they were interesting ideas, and a lot of them we were going to have to try and copy.
What happened, though, was as the VCS really started to make distribution and really started to get out there, and some games really started to catch on, it became apparent that the profit potential from the home games was actually much higher than it was in coin-op. So I'll tell you another pecking order sign that goes on, which raises a lot of interesting things, both financially and emotionally, is the idea of royalties. Because one big difference between VCS and coin-op was coin-op people got royalties. They got some kind of bonus participation in the success of their games, which VCS people didn't. That got to be a sore point, not between coin-op and engineering, but between VCS and management. And it's like, why aren't we doing that?
Atari had a bonus plan that was based on how your game sold. And then the consumer group wanted their own bonus plan based on how their game sold. So they would take a game designed by the coin-op that was in the arcade, they'd make a 2600 cartridge out of it, it would do really well, they get big bonuses, and we weren't included at all. So there was this kind of like, wait a minute, why are they taking our ideas and we're not included? That was resolved later.
Everybody, identifies as the hero of their own narrative. When you start checking the narratives against each other, that's when you find some interesting differences. And it wasn't, I never felt that coin-op people lorded over us, and I don't think we felt like second-class citizens, but it was well known that coin-op was working on hotter technology, doing cooler stuff, and we were trying to keep up with a technology that was falling farther and farther and farther behind.
True story.
That's just the reality of it.
They both needed each other, and that's the way most of us looked at it. It was
Oh, what happened?
a collaboration, not a competition.
All right, interesting. All right, Sears has everything. A dominant force in retail sales in the mid-1970s, the annual Sears Wish Book catalog became the de facto gift guide for millions of American kids. I was not in the mid-70s, but even in the mid-80s, in the late 80s, there was still the Sears the Sears catalog that I looked through every year to see what kind of cool new shit was coming out. Gift guide from, as Atari's premier retail partner, Sears sold Home Pong and the VCS under their own Telegames brand, along with 3 exclusive VCS games. Steeplechase. Jim Huther's home version of Lyle Rain's 1975 arcade game utilized 2 sets of paddle controllers to offer 4-player gaming on the VCS, a rarity in 1980. Players control the speed of their horse with the paddle control, leaping over obstacles as they appear. Oops, sorry. Okay. We will go play that in a second. Alternate art. This dynamic illustration by Steve Hendricks for Steeplechase was ultimately not used in the game's box or manual. It looks really cool, though. Stellar Track. A rare text-only game for the VCS. Stellar Track is based on a strategy game that was a popular mainframe computer game, inspired by a popular sci-fi TV show. Players explore quadrants in space, managing their starship's resources while engaging with enemies that they find on the star map. Interesting. Well, a lot of games to play here. Submarine Commander. Through a periscope view, Submarine Commander players must sink enemy ships while managing limited resources and avoiding enemy depth charges. As the last year's exclusive to appear, Submarine Commander is the rarest of the 3. Oh! So all 3 of these were... I didn't even realize. Oh yeah, because they're under Telegames. Yeah, okay. Alternate art. Despite one crew member's enthusiasm, Robert Hunt's original artwork for Submarine Commander was ultimately not used in the game's final box or manual. It's like, thumbs up. I played a Tales game. Alright, let's play these games. Steeplechase. Okay, select game variation. Uniform hurdles, poor computer skill. Uniform hurdles, random hurdles. Let's go with uniform hurdles, good computer skill. So who am I? And also, how do I play? Jump is X, so I have to go... Oh. Okay. Oh no. Ah. My poor horse. Oh. Oops. I am kneecapping the shit out of my poor horse. Well, I'm last. Alright. That's an interesting game. I don't like it. We're quitting. Alright, so let's try this weird... No game variations available for this game. Alright. Here we go. So this is text-based. Starfleet to Starship Commanders. Your mission is to destroy 16 alien warships in 18 stardates. Alright. Command. Galaxy map. LR scan. Phasers. Photon. SR scan. Status. Warp. Galaxy map. LR scan. Quadrant 3-4. Sector 4-7. So I'm in the middle, I assume. So can we go down to... Wait, what? Alright. Phasers. Phaser units to fire. 100. Okay. SR scan? 3, 4. Oh, okay. So, wait. What? Oh, there I am. Okay. My ship looks like Star Trek. Is this supposed to be Star Trek? It does come with the manual, Logan. Hey, Yasuke. There is a manual. Yeah, here it is. Instruction manual. So you can't see it. So I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Star Trek or Star Wars, because that looks like a TIE fighter. But they had to change it, right? Because they can't call it Star Wars or Star Trek anymore because they don't have the rights anymore. Oh, long range is LR, short range is SR. Okay. Oh, then I have to warp somewhere. So can I warp behind me? All right, let's warp behind me. Okay. Warp. Yeah, 6. Let's go. What? Okay. What happened? Did I die? Yes, this is actually based on the 1971 Star Trek game that was made for old terminal-style computers. That's what I thought. Because the shape of the ship on here very much looks like when I do a short-range scan. That looks like the Enterprise, right? That's a very Enterprise-looking ship. You know what? We're gonna stop doing this because I don't understand it and I don't have the time to like properly figure it out. So we're just gonna quit this. This is interesting, but I have to figure it out on my own time. Oh, wrong button. Let's play. All right, player. One player destroy depth charges. Yeah, let's do this. I might die a lot. I sank that guy. I sank the battleship. Alright. This is more my... Oh, that guy's fast. Oh, there's some dudes closer to me as well. Jesus. Some of these guys, should I just be shooting all the time? Hey, I got ya, bitch. Not that guy. Uh-oh. I got one of those fast guys. I'm running out of time, I think. Ah! I'm running out of something. Alright, I'm done. I think I did fairly well. 395. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Alright. So those were the 3 Telegames exclusives to Sears. Including one being Star Trek. That's why it's Stellar Trek. Star Trek, yeah. Alright, moving on. Evelyn Sito and the Art of Atari. Graphic designer... Well, this is a 10-minute video. Do we have time for that? I guess we have time for that. Graphic designer Evelyn Sito was among the few Atari employees to work in both coin-op and consumer divisions. In this interview, she recalls designing arcade marquees, creating the Atari 2600's retail packaging, and inking the iconic Fuji logo itself. Alright, we'll come back to her in a second. Evelyn Sito, then Evelyn Lim, is in Atari's art department circa late 1970s. A team effort. Evelyn Sito, George Opperman, and Bob Flemett, review backglass artwork for the 1977 Atari pinball machine Airborne Avenger. Artwork at Atari. At work at Atari. Evelyn Sito's early 1980s workspace at Atari was decorated with some of her package designs. The Atari Video System X on the left there, and the Atari, I want to say 5200 on the right. They're a bit blurry, so it's hard to tell. It might be the 30. I don't think there was a 3200. It must be the 5200. All right. All right, let's watch this video. Everyone, hang out.
My name is Evelyn Sito. I was a graphic designer at Atari, both in the coin-operated division and the consumer division. I majored in graphic design when I was in college, and when I finished, I went back to LA and helped in my family's business, which was a restaurant business. And when I returned, a friend of mine was working at Opera in Harrington, and she was moving on to another position. And so she had me interview with George Opperman, and I was able to come on board on his staff as a production artist. During that time, which is when I started
it must be the
with
5200
George, it was the early
Logan.
70s, and Silicon Valley was just barely a term that was barely coming up. Norman Bushnell had his company Syzygy, a gaming company, and he needed to change the name of the company. George Farraco, one of his colleagues, suggested that he speak to George Opperman. So I remember them coming in, and George he took on the assignment of redesigning the logo for Syzygy. and they gave him the name Atari. And so, I remember George doodling on his desk. Yeah, he was just doing little doodles, and from there, he maybe selected a few of them to show Nolan, and they picked the one that they did, which is the one with the Fuji and the Atari. And back then, everything was done by hand. There was no computers. Everything was you had to ink, and you had to spec type and order type, and then paste it all up on a board.
That must have been really difficult.
Kind of handcrafted back then, and so that was my first position, was with George doing production art. And so once they decided on which one they were going to do, I got the assignment of ordering the type and inking the Fuji. So that was my first jobs in working with Atari, was to ink that Fuji. Nolan liked names that started with A's because they were at the front of the alphabet. And because also at the time Pong was our main product, the main product. Now George says he liked the idea of it sweeping because the Pong blip would sweep, right? So that's George's. There are people who attribute that to George. George Faraco doesn't believe that was true. But so I honestly don't know where it came from, because obviously he didn't tell me. He just said, "Here, ink this up." So part of it is probably an A, and part of it is the sweep. It's probably all of that could be true. So whatever it was, it's definitely stood
it's a
the
good
test
logo.
of time. And he picked the hairy type font for the Atari, and I think that's actually stood the test of time as well. Shortly after that, I left George, so that was like in
all these consoles pale in
71,
comparison to the Atari
and I left in
1300. I had no
72,
games.
and so
It just came out with packet of LSD, and you had to create the games yourself.
With Atari at the time. I had moved on to another company, and in 1976, George called me and told me he was giving up his company, and he was going to go inside at Atari and become their full-time art director. And he needed an assistant, and asked me if I would be interested in doing that. I kind of thought of it as a placeholder, actually. I wasn't sure how long I would do this, and not being that familiar with the company. But anyway, I said, okay, So we were in this little cubby hole. Our two desks were facing each other, and basically we had a drawing board each, and George was doing all the graphics and all the advertising and whatever that was required. George himself was an illustrator, as well as a designer, as well as a marketing guy, as well as a copywriter. So he would write all the copy, and he would write all the promotional materials for Atari. So he was an in-house advertising agency.
Things can be rated just right, Kurumi. Like, it doesn't always have to be over or under. It could just be right.
I would work on some of those. Or I would collaborate with one of the illustrators. I might come up with a concept, and then one of the illustrators would design the graphic for me, like in Superbug or in Golf. Bob Flamani was the artist on those particular pieces, and so, but the concept of how it, the general concept might be mine, but then I would basically have the illustrator do it, which is not unusual, because a lot of graphic designers are not illustrators. I worked on Superbug. I worked on Fire Truck, which was a 2-man game. And see, because those graphics I could deal with, they weren't, it didn't require me to illustrate a person or an animal, so I could do graphic things, but I wasn't able to do illustrations. And I did do football, and or the soccer game that was created from that. And then when Atari got into pinball, I worked on a concept for the Wonder Woman pinball game, and that didn't require me to be such an conceptual illustrator, because I already had reference material to work with in terms of the comic series. And so eventually we grew to a staff of about eight people, and we had a production artist, but George was still doing all the advertising and the brochures and all the marketing materials for any of the games that came up. And so eventually the company grew, and I stayed there for a couple of years, and ultimately decided that I had an opportunity to go. In 1977, Atari was already working on the consumer video game system, and I had heard about it but didn't know a whole lot about it. I got asked if I would like to join the consumer group, and so I went ahead and did that, and that's where I felt at home, because then I can focus on graphic design more than illustration. That was a great opportunity for me to really focus on branding. They were starting to introduce some other game systems, and so they wanted to figure out how to market it, and we wanted to take a look at what kind of packaging design do we want to go with, because at the time the VCS system was a black background with little vignettes of game players and parents and screen grabs of some of the video games. And so we decided to take a look at what we could do with it. The video computer system was sort of a generic name, and so we decided to maybe focus on blowing up the name Atari. So we made some mock-ups.
Yeah, video computer system is pretty
to do that. Basically,
vague.
On a product.
Oh, there was a 3600. I'll be damned. A 3200. My mistake.
The box with Atari, with the number of the game system, and we created some packaging and took it to a store to see how it would stand up next to the competition. And at the time, Odyssey was out, Magnavox, Coleco. There were other game systems out there, and they were similar in design to what we had already created. So we took it to a store and took some photographs, and with the other competition in the background, it was clear that the Atari, branding big was the way to go. It's like, hello, why didn't we think of that sooner? but obviously somebody didn't think of it before we did. And then at the same time, I think Star Wars came out, and so we thought, well, gee, the space age was coming about, and so maybe we should look at, maybe color isn't the way to go. So they wanted to see what else we could do to make it look more space agey. So we came up with the silver concept of the packaging, and ultimately that's the way we went. At the time, our cartridge boxes were all real colorful and rainbow. The rainbow stripe seemed to be sophisticated enough and give it some color. And so from that, I thought it went underneath the silver band on all the boxes, so it seemed to work for that. And I think that was sort of a nod to the fact that, okay, we still have, the rainbow was sort of a nod to all the color boxes. The Fuji's always stayed there, and I think the typefaces always stayed there. Although some people have played around with the typeface a little bit, but you can't change it. It looks, it's a classic.
All right. Box art concepts. One concept Atari explored for its retail redesign included a grid design, and Evelyn created concept art for matching cartridge boxes. The grid concept was ultimately employed on a handful of family-friendly 2600 titles late in the console's life. Oh, okay, so, yeah. That's tennis. That's the circus game. Interesting, okay. Alternate Atari logos. Atari's art department, led by George Opperman, created several options for the Atari logo before landing on the now iconic Fuji logo. Some of these concepts built upon the company's earlier name, Syzygy Engineering. So these did pop up in the video just now. That's a weird one, but that's, yeah. The Atari 3200. Oh, Evelyn Cito's design concepts for a refreshed Atari 2600 retail box, as well as the never-issued 3200 and 3600 Super System, which became the Atari 5200. There you go. So these, I was like, wait, what? These didn't exist. The 3200 and the 3600 didn't exist. It was the 2600, the 5200, and then the 7800, I believe? Yeah. That's why I was really confused. I was like, wait a second. Packaging. Evelyn Cito designed the silver packaging for the Atari 2600 and 5200, creating a bold and simple visual distinction between Atari's offerings on store shelves. They're really not, like, I didn't realize that how many, like, peripherals Atari had. Like, they got a lot. Like, this VCS cartridge adapter, there's a trackball, there's the 5200 controller, like, there's a lot of interesting things. Look at that. Voice controller boxes. A co-creation with toy manufacturer Milton Bradley, the Atari 2600 voice controller never materialized, but Evelyn conceptualized boxes for two of its planned titles, Star Raiders and Baseball. So you can tell it, like, go left or, you know, pitch or whatever, pitch a fastball. Okay. I like that. Yeah, it's because you have the. That's pretty cool. All right. A bridge from arcade to home. Enjoying success both in the arcade and at home, Atari combined the two by converting its own arcade hits for the VCS. What's more, it licensed coin-op competitors like Space Invaders, Defender, and Berserk as exclusive offerings for its own home machines, helping Atari maintain market leadership for years. Putting action elements into won't change the fact that it's made for the story to be appreciated. There's still Atari 2600 games not found yet, like lost or prototypes. Yeah, they tried to look for them for this thing, but they couldn't. Yeah, they you know, someone found a 3200 prototype at a thrift shop. Wow. All right, Berserk. As pinball's popularity waned, manufacturers like Bally, Gottlieb, and Stern expanded their scope to offer video arcade games as well. Stern Electronics' Berserk, which trapped players in endless mazes of killer robots, became the company's biggest video hit. Ah, so this isn't an Atari game. That's cool. We'll come back to this in a second. Here's a promotional flyer. Berserk's robotic voice yelling, intruder alert, and coin detected in pocket in arcades taunted passing players. Berserk's promotional flyer notes that the game contains 30 phrases and 664,000 randomly generated mazes. Wow. Okay. All right, let's play some Berserk. Stern Electronics. Let me just look at the controls. Up, down, left, right. Fire up. Oh, God. Okay. Fire weapon. Okay. So I have to point the gun in a... Ooh. Alright, not so bad. Not so bad. The shooting. Oh, motherfucker. What the hell is that? Did that kill me? Oh no, it just took me... Okay. These guys shoot back. Whoa. Diagonal's not fair. I can't shoot diagonally. Whew. Oh, no, that kills me. Okay. Ah! Damn it. This is fun. I like this. I like this a lot. Alright. Hey, I got the high score. Alright, let me try this again. I actually do like this a lot. But I'm going to try to get out of the maze. Before that ball hits me. Can we just walk out of the maze?
Intruder alert, intruder alert. The
yes.
intruder must not escape.
Huzzah! We escaped. Okay, very good. Ah! I got shot. Seriously, it's not fair that they get to shoot. Well, I can shoot diagonally as well. Ah, you guys are shooting each other. Ha ha ha. Ah! Damn it. Oh, I can't touch the walls. Alright, well. That's fun. I like this game a lot. I will probably play more of this on my own time. Hey, got even a higher score. Alright. Can we save this? Yes. Oops. Okay. Good. Alright, that was fun. I really like Berserk. Hey, Heavy. Is Robotron in this collection? I don't know. We'll find out. Alright. Battles of Berserk. From an arcade hit to a fantastic home port, Berserk's legacy is filled with danger, action, and at least one disturbing urban legend. Death by Berserk? On April 3rd, 1982, 18-year-old Peter Bukowski played Berserk at Friar Tuck's game room in Calumet City, Illinois, then collapsed and died shortly thereafter. Coroners determined an undiagnosed heart condition was to blame for his passing. Not Evil Otto, but facts cannot stop urban legends. Alright. I assume they'll explain this urban legend more here in this video.
The main theme of Berserk, as I understand it, and as I've always understood it, is basically you're one of the last humans trying to escape this prison inhabited by robots. Because there's this character in the game called Evil Otto, and he bounces at you with this smiley face, but it's so sinister because all he's really trying to do is just pulverize you to like nothing. And he comes at you so aggressively. Even back in the day, the story got around really fast that somebody died playing Berserk.
The rumblings of rumors when it got out, like, oh my gosh, someone died while playing Berserk. They must have, I don't know if the game shot back.
A lot of Switch games and the guy in the background.
And I think that added to the mystique of the game, because could this game kill you? But in reality, as far as I understand, it was somebody who actually had a heart condition who happened to be playing Berserk when an episode occurred, but that of course got embellished to this game will kill you.
I remember Berserk coming out for the 2600 and I was very impressed. The characters were very simple, but moved exactly like the arcade. The gameplay was great. I thought it was one of the great Atari cartridges, up there with Space Invaders in that time frame of arcade ports.
One of my favorite games on the 2600 happened to be Berserk. I thought it was really well produced. It didn't look like other Atari games where they flickered a lot. The characters were really solid, everything looked great, and it was a really great representation of the arcade game.
Yeah, the gameplay was well tweaked, which is not given the credibility that it should. The amount of tweaking that the gameplay requires to make an excellent game, to make a truly great game, it's unappreciated.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
When I was learning, or basically teaching myself how to program the Atari 2600, as one does, I started to dabble with audio, and I had seen that somebody had replicated synthesized voice on the 2600. And so that kind of occurred to me that it would be really cool to take that approach and that concept and apply it to Berserk to have the perfect version of Berserk for the Atari 2600. That set in motion my desire to just like pursue relentlessly putting voice into 2600 Berserk. And then my understanding of the arcade game is there's a specific speech synthesis chip that was used for the game. And to compare that to the 2600, there's no such thing on the 2600. And so in order to get speech to even sound similar to that chip, you have to apply all of Atari 2600's resources to it. So in order to get the sample to play back fast enough, you have to do things like don't display the screen. So the screen goes black so you can get a cleaner and more audible sound out of the processor, the sound processor. Some of the changes that I had applied to the game early on were mostly palette related and some graphical changes. Also added a title screen. I always felt that like later Atari 2600 games that had title screens were really cool, so I wanted us to feel like those. But ultimately that was where my work ended. But then the community hopped in after that release and Dennis the Bro particularly found out by disassembling the game that there was actually code for the robots to shoot diagonally like in the arcade game. I found it fascinating that after I dabbled a little bit with Berserk, to watch other people go in and find all these other things within the source code that I missed completely, and start to apply that to like what would become ultimately Berserk Voice Enhanced.
Do they have that on here? Berserk Voice Enhanced? No. Frenzy, the sequel to Berserk. Frenzy delivers new enemies and an interesting change to the terrain. Some walls can be destroyed, while other walls ricochet shots, meaning the player can actually shoot themselves. Ah. We'll come back and play this in a second. Promotional flyer. Frenzy's flyer notes that while Evil Otto is still indestructible in the sequel to Berserk, 3 bullets will stun him, giving the player a chance to escape. Ah, okay. Alright, let's play some Frenzy. I'm sure I will like this. Oops, wrong button. I'm sure I will like this just as much as I liked Berserk. Because, okay, here we go. Oh, okay.
Robot attack.
Uh-oh. There's Evil Otto. Can I just go? I can. I don't have to shoot everybody. Thanks for shooting yourself. Whoa. Whoa. Thanks for shooting your buddy. Let's go before Evil Otto gets me. Oh! Right. It ricochets. Ah! You motherfucker. Alright. Oh, come on. Horse shit. Ah, I didn't even see that shot. Where did that come from? Oh, no. Alright. Well, I made it to the... Oops. Yay, that's an even higher score. Alright, we'll stop here. Oh, actually, no, we're going to save it, aren't we? Save it so that it saves my high score. Alright. I like these two games a lot. Frenzy and Berserk are very good. I enjoy them very much. Hey, okay, so this is the home version of Berserk. Bringing arcade hits home became a critical element of Atari's VCS success. Stern's arcade hit Berserk, programmed for the home by Dan Hitchens, became one of the console's most visually accurate translations. Alright, we will play that in a second. Cover art. Hiro Kimura created this illustration that would serve as the Atari 2600 box art. It's very nice. I like it. Original artwork. Artist Hiro Kimura created this ominous scene of Evil Otto commanding an army of relentless robots. It was used inside the Berserk instructional manual. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Berserk and Frenzy are great, man. Beware Evil Otto. Welcome to Mazion. This ad from Atari Age magazine promoting Berserk's home release notes that the game's action takes place on the planet Mazion, where pulse-pounding danger waits around every corner. Playing the angles. Among the excellent reader-submitted strategies for Berserk in this page from Atari Age, Art Collins notes that Evil Otto cannot catch players if they run away diagonally. And then, this is the voice enhanced one. Alright, so we're going to play... Oh, let me read the thing, though. Determined to make the 2600 version of Berserk even more arcade accurate, programmer Mike Mika added speech to the game while also adjusting the colors to better match the coin-op. Originally released in 2002, the version presented here is Mike's final revision. Alright, so we're going to play the original home version release first, We got a variation. Extra life every 1,000 points. No evil auto. No, we need evil auto, obviously. Invincible evil auto, in fact. Boom. All right, here we go. Come here, you mug. Let's go. All right. Damn. How are you gonna just put me... Alright, move up. Before evil auto... Ah! Oh, I touched the wall. I forget that I can't touch the wall. Oh, but I can shoot diagonally still, which is nice. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Run! We made it. Oh, fuck. Ah, I touched the wall. I hate touching the wall. Oh. Alright, green guy. I'm already dead. Some of these guys don't... Oh, fuck. Oh. That's not fair. How many... Oh. How many lives do I get? Oh, no, I started over, didn't I? Alright, hold on. I started over. Alright, let's play the voice-enhanced version. We'll do the same thing. Invincible auto. Let's go! There's the voice. Hi. Oh, let's just go. Let's just go. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Run! The voice really does add a lot to be... Ah, you motherfucker. I think they made fun of me. Alright, y'all can just kill each other. Yourselves, I mean. That's fine, too. Ah. Uh-oh. Oh. Stop! He's already dead! I'm doing pretty well. Ooh. He says, and then immediately dies. Okay. Is there... I wonder if there's a win condition for this, or if it's just forever. He went, haha, humanoid. Ah! That's not fair. Come on, game. Still going strong. I did get a free life, I think. That's why I'm still going. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Run away. Run away! Whew. Fucking Jesus. Oh! Fuck you, evil auto. Oh. Oh, no. They shoot very fast. Am I? Oh, okay, that was it. Alright, now it started over. That's fun. I really like Berserk. A great deal. Hey, Eugene! Hold on, let me catch up on the chat here. This This is the first game to have an urban legend associated with it. Maybe that's why the aliens have never invaded Earth. The only ones that would be advanced enough to do so are from the planet Mazion, and they can't find out how to get off their home planet. Asserting the Automazions to either Cybermen or Daleks from Doctor Who. All your base belong to us. More Atari, hello. There's no win condition. There's no win condition. Honestly, that's why I've never been a huge fan of Berserk. I like it a lot, even if there is no win condition. Oh my god, there's another Berserk. Unlike its 2600 counterpart, the Atari 5200 version of Berserk retained the arcade's voice catchphrases, making this the first 5200 game to offer speech synthesis. And there's the box art. Alright, we're going to play more Berserk, it looks like. The original artwork. The original box art for Berserk on Atari 5200, created by Hiro Kimura. Alright. Speaking of the Doctor, hey Eugene. I grabbed this digital DLC, but I considered buying another physical cart. I have to go through it soon. I think I told you this. I think we talked about this before, Eugene. I cannot buy the same game I already have, so I just got these digitally, the DLC. I see you should play Worms then, Logan. Your shots are always affected by wind conditions. Yeah, it's 10 p.m. Have your kids played Atari today? All right, let's play 5200 Berserk. Let's go. Oh no. Oh no. That's not great, that voice. Also, I'm much worse on the 5200? What's going on? And oh my god. What is happening? There we go. Those guys destroyed themselves by running into each other, which was neat. That voice is awful. Ah! Oh my god, why won't my shots go not diagonal? Yes, please keep shooting each other. Thank you. You guys are amazing. I love you. Dumb robots. This is why AI will never take over the world. Who's afraid of Cyberdyne? I'm not. I'm afraid of Cyberdyne! I take it back. Okay, well I think this is the worst version of the game. And it's not even close. Alright. Atari Video Cube. A handful of Atari 2600 games were only offered as mail-order titles through the Atari Club. The first, Atari Video Cube, began as an unlicensed interpretation of the 1980s puzzle phenomenon Rubik's Cube, but its mechanics ultimately differed. AVC's limited availability makes it a rare prize among modern collectors. Look at that. Alright. We will play that in a second. Box art. This artwork, used for the main box art for both Atari Video Cube and the Rubik's Cube reissue, takes a literal approach to illustrating the gameplay. Puzzles on the Brain, a cerebral but unused illustration for Rubik's Cube, created by Burrell Dickey. It's a whole new cube. It will be at least 6 months before Atari Video Cube is sold in any store, notes this Atari Club ad. The game was re-released in 1984, retitled with the official Rubik's Cube license. Puzzle Power. This Atari Age feature takes a holistic view on the Rubik's Cube craze, offering an academic look at puzzles throughout the ages before ending with a preview of the upcoming Atari Video Cube. Nice. Alright. I'm calling shenanigans on I can't buy the same game I already have. There's an NES home report of this that I want to spend more time with. I mean, I have done it in the past, but I try not to, Eugene. I try not to. The 5200 voice smoked too many cigarettes. It has to speak through a hole in its neck now. When I had my leg surgery, I volunteered for the Cyberdyne program. My surgeon had to sadly inform me there is no such thing. Alright, let's play some Atari Video Cube. Let me see. Normal, score on moves. Scored on time. Let's just do scored on moves. That's fucking loud. Alright, what am I doing? Can I move? What's going on? Wait. Oh. Well, I'm very confused. but I see how it's working. But I can't, because I can't visualize the cube, or I can't see the whole cube. I don't know where anything is. Okay. It wouldn't let me move. Yeah, this is tough because you can't see the whole, and I can't visualize the whole cube, right? So never mind. We're done. This is hard. I don't want to do it. I was also told there was no RoboCop initiative or Nemesis program. I couldn't even be the next $6 million man. Alright. After the NES. When the Nintendo Entertainment System resuscitated the console market in the mid-80s, Atari offered the 7800 but continued delivering fresh software to 2600 owners as well. However, as players moved on to new hardware, many of these later 2600 titles have remained underappreciated for years. Desert Falcon. An isometric shooter with an Egyptian theme, Desert Falcon appeared on the Atari 2600, 7800, and XE home computer systems. Bob Polero, who had programmed the VCS version of Defender, also handled this 2600 version. Key art. This artwork was used for the cover image of the 2600, 7800, and Atari XE versions of Desert Falcon. It's nice. Who did it, though? Alright, let's play some Desert Falcon. There are no game variations for this. Okay. Let's go with Novice. Get 3 heroes. What's a hero and what am I shooting? Okay. I'm flying. How did I fly and why did I fly? I'm literally a falcon. Oh shit, I got. I guess I only fly when there's something flying at me. Like so. Oh, I hit the pyramid. Oh, fuck off. What is happening? I got him. Ooh. Oh. Game over. This is a weird game. I don't understand. Like, it goes diagonally, but you have to press up or down. It's really weird. It's Rubik's Cube. Yes. Wesley Crusher. No, you can't. No, you can just see it in your head. Fuck off, Wesley Crusher. It works really to a Rubik's Cube. It's almost like if you peel the stickers off and replace them. Now you're an X-Falcon. Or like Falk Off. Wonder how Atari lost the console wars. Alright, next. Double Dunk! Sports remain an important genre for Atari, even after the real sports brand was no longer in use. Double Dunk's 2-on-2 half-court presentation of basketball features relatively sophisticated elements such as play calling and three-point shots. And Super Football. Super Football can be seen as something of a missing link for the genre, as its isometric behind-the-team view would become the default for the console football games that followed in the 1990s. This fresh take was programmed by Doug Neubauer of Star Raiders fame. So let's take a look at the box. Not bad. Let's take a look at this box. I think the football box is better. Alright, I'm probably not going to play these two games for very long, but we'll give them a little bit of a shot. No game variations. Is this a two-player game? We'll find out. Okay. And then? Oh, hold on. Controls. Move up. Okay, so I have to use the D-pad. Got it. Well, I mean, you guys are missing your shots. Alright. What the fuck? Did you steal my ball from the... Clear the ball. What? Why is it a turnover? Bullshit. Yeah, I'm defense. Got it. Let's go. How's that not a block shot? Damn. They made that shot. Alright. Oh, what the fuck? Why do they keep taking my ball? you motherless. All right. Yay, I took a shot. Hey, I made points. God, that's tough. Also, when does this game end? At 24 points, apparently. Clear the ball. All right, I've cleared it. I've cleared it. Oh, what the? Oh, it's because I tried to shoot accidentally. I mean, game. Get the ball. Oh. Oh. Come on. Why are you throwing? Clear the ball. I traveled. This game is crazy. How come I'm the only one fouling? What? Did you just 3 points? No, okay, that was still 2 points. Yay! Alright. We got 4 points. 4 to 10. Roaring. Oh, fucking hell. You son of a bitch. Alright. Oh, why does he keep stealing my ball? It's my ball. Can I go now? Yay! Oops. Get it! No. I suck on defense. I mean, I suck, full stop. He stole it again. Alright, we're done. I hate this game. I hate this game. Alright. Alright, let's do the football. 1 player novice. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Oh, this is like Tecmo Bowl. Maybe. Ah! Where's my guy? What happened there? Oh. I wasn't actually playing yet. Wait, why is it 7 minutes? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Why is it 7 minutes? What is going on? Every time I don't understand. Hold on. Yeah, what is going on? 3 minutes per quarter. This is what I picked. Now, what are the controls? Move up, move down, action, X. Okay. Alright. Oh, get him, get him! He still has the ball, right? Do I have the ball? Oh, that's me. Oh, no! Oh, I was on offense. I just went back like a million yards. Yeah! Did he make it? No, I think he dropped it. Alright. How come I only got 5 players? Uh-oh, was that an interception? I think that was an interception. Oops. Excuse me. Okay, now we're trying to... Ooh. Out of bounds! No good. We're going to play 1 quarter of this. Nope. I think I intercepted that. Yeah! Interception! Take that. I guess I could just run it, right? That's also an option. I guess I only have like Because there's only one receiver out there. And then 3 blockers. So I could just run it. Yeah. Get up there. Oh, yeah! Break it! Take that! 47-yard run. Hells yeah. All right, we're doing more running. Follow your blockers. Oh! Let's go. Yes! Run it in! Run it for the touchdown! Touchdown! Extra point. Extra point. It's good! Alright, this is the greatest football game of all time. Okay, am I defense now? Oh, I have to kick it to them, right. Alright, let's see if they can score in the last 40 or so seconds. Oh no! He's running. What are you doing? Oh, that's me. Ah! I got him. I tackled him. Whew! Protect your lead! I think I confused myself. I didn't realize which one I was. I guess I'm the purple one, right? That makes sense. Oh. Oh no. Okay, we got him though. Only 17 seconds left, guys. I don't think you're gonna make it. Oh, immediately. Immediately down. End of game. I mean, it's not really, but we're going to pretend it's the end of the game. I really enjoyed this. This is quite fun. It's much easier, much easier to play than the basketball. All right. Off the wall. Look at that art. Off the Wall revisited Atari's classic Brick Breaker gameplay, adding human characters and power-ups. This Atari 2600 title bears no relation to Atari Games' arcade game of the same name, which appeared 2 years later. Alright, original artwork. This paper sculpture became the cover art for Off the Wall's retail box. Unfortunately, the artist is unknown. It's pretty cool. Double Dunk has no Stephen Hawking singing the national anthem. 0 out of 10. Oh, just like Evil Auto. Remember, folks, this was cutting edge at the time. 3D. Video games will never get better than this. What button deflates the football? You couldn't afford Taylor Swift for the halftime show, so instead there's a bleepy bloopy Atari, man. Alright. No game variations available. Well, we know I like brick breaking games. Ah. So how do I start breaking? Peasant, got it. Okay, let's go. Start shooting the ball. How do I shoot the ball? Wait, what happened? Controls. Move left, move right, begin game. X. Yeah, alright. That's what I did. Where's the ball? What am I brick breaking? Oh, there it is. Well, this is very... Ah! I'm a peasant. Ah! What's happening? Oh, I can move it. That's a... Oh, not anymore. That's an interesting power-up. Oh, and I still missed it somehow. Alright. A bit tough because sometimes you don't really I don't really understand what I'm hitting. Or like what the hitbox is. Okay. Ah! This is my last life? This might be my last life. I did kill the worm man multiple times, though. By worm man, I mean worm. It did a little wiggle. It does wiggle. Ah, it does wiggles on the way up, which is fun. Oh, I still have. All right, let's go. Yeah, I got the worm. Got that corner piece. Oh, come on. There we go. Get that worm again. Oh, hey, look at that. Did I kill the worm? Wow. Alright. Hey, second level. Oh, God, it got fast. Alright. The bird blocks. Oh! Ah! It's too fast! There's my game over. Alright, not bad. Alright. Fun, fun, fun for the whole family. Mommy, the game is screaming at me. How many parents do you think immediately regret purchasing these old consoles and hearing this all hours of the day? Beep boop, beep boop. Alright, Moto Rodeo. Moto offering a split-screen, two-player monster truck race. Moto Rodeo shows how far the 2600 software development had come after 12 years. Created by Steve DeFrisco for the Nolan Bushnell-founded Axlon, it's one of the last cartridges released for the Atari 2600. Look at it. Alright, we're going to play... I mean, I assume this is only a... Yeah, I think this is a two-player game, but I'll try and play it just a little while. Oh, let's make it medium. Hold on. Controls. Nitro is up. Wheelie is down. Spin left, spin right. Accelerate. Got it. No, wait. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, alright. Nitro circle now. That's fine. Back. Oh, no. What was the jump again? What was the wheelie button? It's up, right? No, it's down. Oh no. Well, I'm winning. Alright, I'm doing better now. Now that I understand the wheelie system. Oh. Uh-oh, he's catching up. Oh. Does this just go on forever? Oh, that's the nitro. That's what the N is. Does this just go on forever? Oh no, he got there first. Doesn't go forever. But I did get more points. Alright, that happened. It's a perfectly fine game, I guess. Not my favorite. Okay, from players to creators. For some Atari stalwarts, merely collecting the games they grew up with isn't enough. With curiosity and passion, a supportive homebrew community has kept Atari's flame burning through some of the company's less active years. Alright, let's watch a video.
So I started collecting on the 2600 when I was working in Looking Glass in Cambridge, Massachusetts, with Rex Bradford, who had actually worked for Activision and Parker Brothers.
That's why the Genesis had a headphone port and nearly defeated Nintendo.
I could go pick up a 2600 and then start buying all those games I could never afford as a kid.
So I started looking on eBay to regain my old 2600 library, whatever. And in my searching, I found the Stella List. The Stella List was a collection of programmers that were interested in programming the VCS.
I think everybody who got into homebrew pretty early in the 2600 was a member of the Stella List, and that's where everybody shared their findings on the 2600. And of course, the original developer documentation that was at Atari was scanned and provided through the list. A lot of source code for demos, like audio demos, sprite demos, playfield demos, and all stuff, kind of passed through the Stella mailing list.
That was where all the activity was for development for a long time before forums really came along.
Whenever I needed help or if I had a problem, the team on the Stella List were there to help me get past my problems.
And it was almost all just technical discussion on how to develop for the Atari 2600, you know, picking apart the machine and learning, you know, the internals, because the 2600 is a very arcane machine and difficult to develop for.
It feels like it took me a year just to understand how to get playfield graphics on the screen.
And there's always new people coming in the hobby wanting to learn how to program. So yeah, it's been amazing to watch, and there's just so much development, hardware and software, on all these platforms on Atari Age.
In my mind, 2600 programming is like as raw as it gets. It kind of shows people all your flaws, and so I'm really nervous about sharing things on the Atari Age forums. I have in the past, and I've received some great feedback But ultimately, at the end of the day, for me, I feel so inadequate when I post things there because there's so many smart people. People who are way smarter than me, doing just incredible things, and I always feel like what I'm posting is just like a friend of mine used to say, it feels baby school.
But on the Atari Age forum, they have a 2600 programmer forum that you can go to. Yeah, anyone is willing to just jump in and help.
There's a number of really talented programmers still doing wonders on the 2600.
That part of the Stellar list lives on the Atari Age forum. Absolutely.
When we started Atari Age, back in 2000, we worked on 2000, opened it in 2001. Atari really wasn't paying attention to this growing community of people who are basically celebrating the brand.
I don't think there was any time during those years when homebrew really started to take off for the Atari consoles that Atari at that time felt in any way threatened.
I don't think they knew we existed. and I don't think they cared. I just don't think they cared.
I think most of the time they just kind of ignored it.
But Adventure 2, when it started out, was not endorsed by Atari in any way. And when they got wind of it, it came very close to shutting the project down. But they were able to work together, and now it is an IP that is approved by Atari, and now the community they can play it. I mean, it was a great piece of work.
At some point, you realize, well, Atari Age, costs money to run. It's running on like a dedicated server with the forum and the games database. We can, instead of having ads on the website, we can just start publishing games ourselves. So it just went really slowly first, and one of the first games was Mike Micah's Berserk voice enhanced.
And ultimately, it was the information I gathered from shared resources in the homebrew community that led me to adapt Berserk's voice.
And from there, it just kind of blossomed, and a small group of home developers, including Tom and Jens, allowed me to start publishing their games in the Atari Age store.
Kurt Vendel was working with Atari and did the first flashback. It wasn't exactly what he envisioned, but it was the starting point, and that was his whole plan, as I understand it. It's like, let me get in the door with this, and then I can produce what I wanted. That was the flashback too. In doing that and contracting with Atari, Kurt reached out to homebrew developers.
I've been thinking about getting a flashback, but I didn't know which one to get.
Hey, not only do you have these classics here, but you have people that are still programming for this unit, and he wanted to show that. I was one of the homebrew developers that he reached out to. I'm honored that he reached out to me on that.
I had the fortune of knowing Kurt Vendel years and years ago. I met him at this trade show. Well, it was like a fan show called World of Atari, and it was in '98, I believe. And it was pretty clear he knew a lot about Atari. And not only that, he had a lot of ephemera from the old Atari days. And so we became fast friends. And a lot of the early Digital Eclipse projects that we worked on, Kurt helped us out. And he found the information we needed. He helped us figure out how things worked. He was an incredible hardware guy, incredible software guy, and he was so hell-bent on getting the story right. And so I give a lot of credit to Kurt for paving the way, giving people the understanding of like where the real heroes were in those old days at Atari.
All right. So now we're going to play some Adventure 2. How many more? Oh, we're almost there. I might finish this off tonight then. All right. Originally a homebrew sequel for the Atari 5200, Kurt Vendel created a 2600 version of Adventure 2 for the Flashback 2 in 2005. While the graphics remain comfortably familiar, the player's realm expands to the neighboring kingdoms of Fire and Ice to create a longer, more difficult quest. Alright, we're going to play a bit of this. Alright. So there I am. I'm the... Whoa! Okay. What the hell is going on down there? Oh, okay. We can't. All right. So I remember this was quite mazy-like, right? You have to sort of. Oh. Ah. What is? Is that the key? What is happening there? Ah, there's a key. So what do I need? Where can I open? Oh, hold on. Wait. Oh, I got a bat too. What the fuck? I don't know what this means. I got a bat and a key. Back here. Oh. Oh, this is a dead end. Oh, I mean, okay. I mean, wow. You really have to map this out. Also, there is no sound. That's not my thing not working. There's just no sound. Oh, okay. So many. What is this thing? I got rid of. Okay, I got rid of the bat, which I guess was hurting me. I'm not sure. What the F is that? Okay. All of these are dead ends, so I have to go back this way. And I got the bat again. I feel like I should be... Oh! Why did you steal my key, bat? Uh-oh, now this guy's chasing me. Oh, I think I just died. I'm stuck inside. Ah, let me out! Ah! Well, that happened. Alright, you know, Adventure 2, everybody. I consider getting an Atari 2600 Plus, but it doesn't support flash carts, which would suck. There was something that was released recently that played older Atari carts, and I think I asked for it for Christmas, but ended up not getting it. But also, I know Polymega is going to make an Atari, or is thinking about making an Atari add-on, so I might play that instead. Return to Haunted House. While this homebrew entry from Anthony Wong is clearly inspired by the 2600 game from 1982, on a technical level, it's actually a modification of Adventure's programming code. The result is an intriguing blend of both games as players explore dark spaces and collect parts of a shattered urn within a linear quest structure. Alright. Okay. Is that me? Is that a piece of urn? Is that a piece of urn? Oh. Oh no. I have chosen poorly. Oh shit. It's too dark. What? Oh. Oh, weird. Okay, I get it, I get it. This is like a separate thing in here. Interesting. Is there something to is there something to find in here? Is that why? No? Ah! But I can't get it. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Oops. Ah, ghost! I'm dead. I've considered Polymega as well. Not sure how well that works with flash carts or burned discs or things like that. I've not tried it myself. I should, actually, because I do have a burned copy of Resi, I want to say 1, that I got in Mexico like a million years ago. But if it doesn't work with that... it might just mean that that particular disc... Oh, fucking hell. Doesn't work very well. Specifically that disc. And not the Polymega. But I assume... Oh. Let me have my urn piece, you son of a bitch. Okay, hold on. Quack quack. Ah! You have got to stop. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh no. Ah! What's happening? Why are you flashing? Stop flashing! I don't like it. Uh-oh. That's a death. That's a death. All right. Well, that was a key over there. Okay. Well, that was Return to Haunted House. All right. Searching for prototypes. For various business and creative reasons, some games that were once destined for store shelves simply disappeared instead. When prototypes of unreleased games surface, fans like Atari Age's Albert Iruso mobilize to preserve these often incomplete creative expressions and sometimes give them a second chance at success. This is a shorter video.
A lot of games were in development at Atari when the market crashed in '94, and a lot of them were done, or very close to being done, and not just for the 2600, but also the 5200. A lot of these prototypes are being discovered during this time period.
Ooh, what's
and
that?
There were various people who are creating packaging for them that would be reminiscent of, hey, what if Atari published it? What if Fox published this game? What would it look like? And you'd have a line of people at the Classic Gaming Expo on Saturday or Sunday to get their copy of the game, and they would sell out back then. And, they're $50, $60 a piece, but, they looked great. They looked like this is what real sports basketball never released, but, there's a really nice community-produced reproduction of it. They come from all over. Sometimes they come from the original developers who were working at Atari, put copies of those with them, thankfully, before they were thrown out, and they were nice enough to they either sell them or loan them out so people can actually dump them and then preserve them indefinitely. And then Atari sent out a lot of lab loaner carts, basically like cartridges of games that were going to be released, like sending them to magazines in advance. Especially magazines back then had a really long lead time of months, so you'd want to get those games to the magazines so they could test them and then have an article ready, by the time the game comes out. So that's where a lot of the cartridges come from. They had a unique lab loaner label, returned to somebody at Atari with the name handwritten on the label. I'm sure you've seen them. Even now, there's still prototypes being unearthed, which is just remarkable. That so long, after all this time has passed, we're still finding new games that either we never knew about or knew about and just didn't think existed. But people are finding them still.
Cool. All right. Zoom. On loan from the lab. Erasable programmable lab loaner cartridges were used by Atari's engineering team to test games in development. EPROMs like this one were often loaned out to members of the press for preview or review coverage. All right. Atari Aquaventure. Aquaventure's origins are murky. There's no official Atari record of the undersea action game, but the prototype has been traced back to 1983. Likely a victim of the game industry crash, it wouldn't see an official release until 2005. And was only issued on a cartridge by Atari in 2023. Under the Sea. Close inspection of the Aquaventure artwork seen here on a poster included with the 2023 limited edition suggests the game's underwater explorer is female. Because of the hair, I assume. We didn't look at the box. Alright. Let's play this for a little while. No variations. Let's go. What are the controls? Swim, okay, and shoot harpoon gun. Got it. Easy peasy. And avoid the fishes. Oh, fuck. That was close. Oh, what happened? Why did I die? So when I shoot the first one, then they start to rush across the screen. Ah! All right, that one hit me. Oh, did I run out of air? Oh, that's what happened. I ran out of air. How do I get air? I assume that the deeper fish are worth more money. I mean, more points. Alright, let's go get some... How do I get air? I'm here already. Oh, I died. Before my air ran out. Oh no, they're all worth 500 points! Damn it. They're all worth 500 points. Am I done? I think I'm done. Alright, that was it. I was done there. Alright. So there you go. That was Aquaventure. Save Mary. The puzzle genre is underrepresented on the 2600, but Save Mary, originally developed by Todd Fry for Axlon in 1989, could have helped fill that void. The platform stacking rescue game remained unissued until Atari's Flashback 2 console in 2005. A limited edition physical cartridge of Save Mary quickly sold out in 2023. And there's the box art. Cover artwork. With a low angle on the main character, Save Mary's box art adds even more drama to the game's goal. Alright, let's go! Save Mary. So what am I supposed to do? So I have to... Wait, what happened? Alright, hold on. Controls. Raise crane, lower crane, move crane, pick up... Oh, I have to press X. Got it. I have to hold X. Oh, I see. I can't just drop it on her, is it? Oh, I see what's happening. Uh-oh. Oh, I can't drop him in the water. Uh-oh. Son of a... I'm confused. I think I need to make a base of 3. Oh, why would you jump then? Oh, what? Help! I'm trying. Why? What's going on? I don't understand. What am I supposed to do now? Oh. Alright, I don't know. I got her up pretty high, though. Alright. That was Save Mary. Okay. Alright, for the love of Atari, what makes Atari fans so passionate? People who have helped preserve and extend Atari's legacy discuss the love that lies beyond mere nostalgia. This is our last video. It's a 4-minute video. And then we'll probably be done.
When you think of the 80s and video games, Atari is the company that comes to mind. And because, you know, those people grew up with it, there's a lot of nostalgia today still for the brand. And I think that's the main reason why, you know, you see people so passionate about Atari.
When we do our best, video games are an art form.
what we're doing doesn't just distract people or pass the time. We leave them with something.
The brand was so iconic for so long that it feels like it was a part of their life, and that it felt like a part of their identity. So I think whenever Atari over the years has done something against those core values of what people have brought to Atari and how they feel they fit with Atari, that's why you'd see a lot of vocal retaliation to what Atari was doing, because it was so personal to them.
And Atari did a great job with marketing. They had a lot of the arcade hits, like Pac-Man and Defender, and just tons of arcade games that people wanted to play at home. And they just did a great job with marketing, getting the systems out there, and that's what people remember from those early days.
For me, it is the excitement that I had as a young teenager having the VCS. That excitement is still there for me. And you've heard this before. You never forget your first love. That would be the VCS for me.
I think video games are proving to be more and more like the music business. Whatever you heard at certain points in your life of music, that's the soundtrack for your life. And when you hear those songs, when you were a kid or when you were a teen or when you were in college, it brings back those memories, and you're attached to that time and to that version of yourself, and the music takes you back there.
I think for a lot of people, it was the very first system that they had, especially for the 2600, and even then the Pong systems that came before that, and Atari was active in arcades as well. I think the combination of the home consoles, arcades, and then computers, that kind of trifecta really kept Atari in everyone's mind, versus the other companies only had like a console, home console, and didn't do the other things.
I took my 8-bit 800 XL with me to college, and that's what I wrote my reports on. Now, granted, everybody in the dorm down the hall heard it pecking on the 1027, but hey, I did my reports on it.
There were people who dedicated their lives to just making sure that an Atari 800 could stay working, and they would sell parts as cheap as they could to people to keep their machines working. And so for, I'd say, like 3 decades, basically, you've had all these kind of like unknown people working behind the scenes just to keep Atari alive.
Millions of people grew up with these consoles. They enjoyed them. Their first interaction with video games for a lot of people, and computers. And and Atari made a ton of great arcade games as well that are very memorable. So again, I think all of that just helped to keep the brand alive, even when Atari wasn't very active.
Ultimately, I think Atari, the name, was what survived, but not Atari, the game company. It was a different game company. It was really just Atari by name. And so we were left with a huge community of people who grew up with the Atari. It was a very personal thing for them that felt like they were being abandoned by the namesake in some ways. And so they were the ones who were the torchbearers. These are people who kept Atari alive.
I was in Europe, in Germany, and I was waiting for some friends, and all of a sudden this person comes walking by in a bright green, Kelly green shirt with a white Atari across it. And then later on, I was at the Gap store at Christmas time, and I saw a multicolored Atari T-shirt for children, and I said, well, I kind of chuckled to myself, and I said, Jesus, Atari is just not going to go away. And then, of course, I had to buy the shirt for my great nephew. So.
All right. And now we're in Futuristic Since Forever. Even as gaming moves forever into the future, Atari and its fans will never forget its past. Here's to the artists, programmers, and players who have contributed to Atari's legacy. So, now we're done with Wide World Atari. So the next one, if we do, is the first console war. When Intellivision challenged the Atari 2600's dominance, their battle set the stage for every historic gaming rivalry that followed. So maybe this is where the Intellivision games are. Logan, you were asking about it, so maybe they'll be there, yeah. But we're done for the evening. I'll have to play this at some point. Maybe when I finish. I'm currently on Wind Waker, so maybe when I finish Wind Waker, I'll take a short break from Zelda, and I will do this last bit here, this first console war on Atari 50, and then after that I'll go back to Zelda, which I think is Minish Cap after that, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, once I finish Wind Waker, so that's what I'll do. So what's coming up for me tomorrow for A Dan Plays Through His Backlog? I am playing the first 2 Toe Jam and Earl games that came out for the Genesis, the Sega Genesis. They are on the Nintendo Switch Online Genesis collection, so I'll be playing them on the Switch. On Thursday, I'll be playing the Wind Waker. I'll be playing The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. And then I'm going on break. Not on break. I'm taking a break from streaming because I'll be working. I'm going overseas for a couple of trips, a couple of work trips. So I will be gone from 25th of January to 16th of February, basically. It's 2 trips that are sort of stitched together. And starting Sunday, we'll have videos. I'll have videos going up. And I'm doing something a little bit different this time around. Instead of playing a different game every time, which is what I've usually done, I'm going to actually stick to a game and see how far I can get into it. So I start with the intermission DLC for Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's the one starring Yuffie, and you play as Yuffie. So so Sunday and Tuesday's episodes are playing the intermission DLC. So I'll be playing, and then after I finish intermission, I start and play through most of Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion, which also came out, which I also have. And so I basically playing Final Fantasy Remake games every day except Wednesdays when I'm still playing a Dan Plays Through His Backlog games. I'm still going through that. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Yes, I'm invading the U.S. I'll be going to New York first for about a week and a half, and then I'll be back in Singapore for 2 days only before flying off to Taipei, where I'll be for another week and a half, I think, maybe 2 weeks. I can't remember now. Week and a half, I guess. It must be a week and a half because I'm not gone for super long. So yeah, I think it's a week and a half and a week and a half. And then 2 days in the middle in Singapore where I still won't be streaming. There'll still be videos going up. And I've been uploading them already, so you can kind of see where, what videos are going up there. And I'll keep uploading more because I still have more videos to upload so that you guys can watch while I'm away. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoy this very much. I enjoy playing these games. Like it's always interesting to me to play through these games and like, all right, this one not so great. I don't like it. But then you find things like Berserk or Frenzy, which I really enjoyed, or you find like that football game that I played. That was pretty fun. Like that was actually legitimately fun. I don't know how long it would be fun for, but for those 3 minutes that I played, it was pretty fun. I liked it a lot. So yeah, I like it. I like finding these like really old games and then being like, yeah, this is amazing. This is really good. I don't think I'll have time to go to Pennsylvania, Logan. I'm only there technically for like a week because like we land on Saturday and then immediately on the Sunday we have things to do. Like it's literally a work trip, and we're gonna have we have meetings and stuff the whole week, culminating in a writers writing conference over the second weekend that we're there, which is the 31st January and 1st and 2nd of February, and then we fly off on the 3rd. So we're not there for very long, unfortunately, not this time. So I can't go to many places. But yeah, maybe the next time, if like there's possibilities that we'll go back to New York a couple more times this year. Fingers crossed that we can do it, and then maybe I'll have more time then to hit up places in Pennsylvania. I'll definitely if we go in because there's a chance that we'll go in June, July, and we'll definitely be in Philadelphia at that point because the thing that we want to go for is in Philadelphia. So we'll be in Philadelphia for about a week before we go back to New York for another week. So yeah, I don't know how close you live to Philadelphia, but I will definitely be not definitely. If we go in June, July, I will definitely be in Philadelphia for about a week. Oh yeah, Logan, we bought lots of warm clothing. Don't you worry. We've been looking at the weather reports. All right, I gotta go because it's 12:30. Before I head off, let me very quickly see who is streaming. Ella, of course, has already started their stream. They're gonna be playing Tales of Graces. Let's see, Jib84 is playing. It looks like Sonic, but I'm not sure where on what system they're playing the Sonic from. Yeah, that seems what they're playing. What else? Who else is? I think that's it. I think it's only the two of them. So let's see. So I think right now they're playing. They're playing a platformer to talk about why they hate platformers, and then later they'll play Tales of Graces. Oops. So let me drop L's link here. There you go. Currently playing some platformers that I don't recognize, that they hate apparently. And here is Jib84 Gaming or Gib84 Gaming, and he's playing Sonic. But again, I can't tell which Sonic or what system it's on. But he's playing some kind of Sonic game. It looks like it might be Master System or potentially Game Gear. I'm not sure. There you go. There's Gib or Jib 84. Actually, you should find out how that's pronounced because I don't know. So yeah, there you go. Enjoy those two guys, and whoever else. I think MVL Gaming will probably be streaming later in the evening. So you know what? Let me just drop a quick link to his channel. Sometimes he starts when I'm ready to when I'm clocking off, and I can put you directly at his stream. But sometimes he doesn't start until later. So let me just link you to the page, his page himself. Thank you, Logan. I appreciate it. So this is MBL Gaming's his straight up page. He will most likely stream in a bit. Like he usually starts around 12:30 or 1 o'clock my time. So he'll probably be starting a little bit later. He's been playing Minish Cap recently, actually, which is the next game that I'll be playing in my Zelda series. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and yeah, we will definitely come back to Atari 50. I obviously got to finish this part, the first console war, so we'll get through that in probably the next session. Like I said, I'll once I finish the Wind Waker, I'll take a little break, a little Zelda break, and play through the first console war section here in Atari 50, and then I'll go back to Zelda and play through Minish Cap. So thank you guys so much, appreciate it as always, and I will see you soon. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for Toe Jam and Earl. Bye bye.